Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to, we are in Rink 2 here in the Bill Gray's Iceplex at the Monroe Community College campus here in Rochester, New York. We have a game tonight between the U-19 teams of the Boston Shamrocks and the Washington Pride. My name is Josh Aldrin, and I will be here to bring you all the action this evening. We are about 35 seconds-ish from puck drop, my apologies. Both teams are getting ready to finish up their warm-ups, get their last words of encouragement from the bench, and get underway here. It's been a busy day of hockey here at the Bill Gray's Iceplex, and we'll continue all weekend. We got games coming at you, starting up again at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, going all the way to 8:10 at night, and I believe Sunday morning, we start up again at about 7:45 and go all the way to about 12 in the afternoon, and I'm sure some championship games to be played that Sunday afternoon. So a busy weekend of junior women's hockey league action here at the Bill Gray's Iceplex in Rochester, New York. An exciting tournament here. There's been a lot of thrilling action, a lot of last-second goals, really, from what I've heard, and actually from what I just witnessed, coming from a U16 game between Little Caesars and the Boston Shamrocks team, both of those U16 teams. A late goal, courtesy of the Boston Shamrocks, tied that one, sent it to the 5-on-3 overtime period, and saw a 2-2 tie go down in the scorebook. Well, the 20 minutes is up on the clock. Both teams are finishing up their final cheers, final practices, final words of encouragement. And we are just about ready to get underway here. Boston is heading to the bench, and their starters are out on the ice. And Washington just behind them here. The referee's getting ready to check the nets, or rather put them in their proper places. And we are just about ready for some hockey action here. I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that I have called a few hockey games recently, and I've never been as close as I am right now. I'm currently sitting in the Washington Pride penalty box, ready to bring you today's action. And it's cold down here, as I'm sure if any of you have been listening to any of our broadcasters here for any of the games that have taken place on Rink 2 on this Friday, on this chilly Friday in Western New York, I am sure that you have heard us say one point or another how cold it is down ice level, and I am here to tell you that the cold has not let up as the day has gone on. But nevertheless, we are ready for some hockey action here between the Washington Pride and the Boston Shamrocks, and the opening face-off is underway, and the Shamrocks fire it in to their offensive zone, courtesy of Taylor Tom. Boston trying to build something from behind the Washington net, works back up on the point. Julie Albert for Boston works it down behind the net for a teammate. Washington trying to get out of their own zone. They do. They clear it all the way down the ice, and this one will come back for the game's first icing 27 seconds in to the first period. Both teams going for wholesale line changes here as a result of that icing. Defensive zone face-off for the Pride. They win it and carry it ahead now with Curry. Allison Curry chips it by a defenseman, gets in. Curry drives to the end line, tries to throw one back out in front, couldn't find a teammate though. Godoy, now she flings one in front of the net, looking for a teammate, could not find any. Boston trying to get out of their own zone, puck back behind their own net at the moment. Battle for it there by Curry. Puck now comes all the way around to the far side corner. It's reversed back down behind the end line. Battle for it there. And now we got a delayed penalty coming up already. We'll wait to see the call. And it'll be assessed to Ashley Hirschfeld of the Boston Shamrocks. She will sit 2 minutes. And the first power play opportunity coming at 18:54 left here in the first period. going to the Washington Pride. But Boston able to clear right off the opening faceoff here. Washington looking to build from behind their own net now. Dalby tried to find a teammate on a breakout pass, trying to find blitz there. Could not, however. Now the puck gets thrown back down into the Washington Pride end. Settled behind the net by starting goalie Hannah Humphreys. Washington will look to carry it back ahead. Carried into the zone by Dalby. She works in the slot, takes the shot. That one went wide. Looking for the blocker side on Boston goalie Alexa Hendricks. Washington works it back up to the point. Comes across, cross-ice pass there. Shot there, saved by Hendrickson. And then she makes another great save. That is Alexa Hendrickson in goal for the Boston Shamrocks, and she makes a couple of great saves to deny the Washington Pride of a couple early chances on the power play. Face-off won by the Pride. They keep it into the point with Ziff. She sends it down into the corner. Gets it back on the point. Works it cross ice to Heflin. Puck now comes down behind the end line. Carried back up by Godoy. She works right in the slot. Takes the shot. That one goes high and wide. Ziff now keeps it into the point. Works it down to a teammate. It's Curry now along the far side boards. Curry works it back up to Ziff. Ziff takes the shot. Deflected there. Good save there by Hendrickson. 22 seconds left on the man advantage for the Washington Pride. 17:15 to go here in the first period. Puck now gets thrown right out in front of the net. No Washington Pride there to put it home. Comes back to the point to Chris. She works it down below. Battle for it there. Works into the slot. No one quite able to get a handle on it. Now the Shamrocks will clear as the penalty expires. Boston looking to build from their own zone. Here now with Tom. She carries it up along the far side board. Look for a teammate. It'll be deflected in by Masada. Puck now comes up along the near side boards. Now it'll be worked out to center ice, and a chance here for the Pride. It's Blitz going in. We got a hooking call, I believe, upcoming. As Blitz tried to get by, but she was denied, and their Washington Pride are going to go on their second power play opportunity here of the first period already with 16:14 to go. That penalty is going to go to Sage McKay of the Boston Shamrocks, and she's going to go for hooking. Boston able to clear it off the opening faceoff. Now Washington looking to build out of their own zone. Cross ice pass into near the blue line. Worked in now deep by Brightbill. Clearing attempt, however, got only as far as Wildman at the point for the Pride. She keeps it in. Chance right out in front of the slot. Hendrickson there to deny that opportunity. Good chance there for the Pride. And Boston now able to work it back out. Pride coming back the other way now. Dalby works it in. Now she'll go for a change. As Boston looks to come back the other way. Puck gets thrown back behind the Washington net. And they'll look to carry it ahead with 53 to go on their power play chance. Carried ahead now by Ruddenberg. Ruddenberg drives wide, drives towards the end line, reverses. Still has the puck, Ruddenberg. Leaves it for Curry. Curry tried to get into the corner. Puck gets thrown back behind the net. Now reverse back into the near side corner. And now Boston able to clear there, courtesy of Trey Bunn. Settled there by Humphreys as she comes out of her net to play it. Battle for it near the Washington bench now. Collision right here in front of the penalty box. Sees Washington go back the other way with Pereja. Penalty set to expire now for Boston. Puck comes right out of the slot. Pass back from Pereja. She was trying to find a teammate. Could not, however. Boston looked to come back the other way. Now they finally might be able to. They didn't get very far, though. Now they're able to get it into the zone, courtesy of Nichols. Nichols now battling for it behind the net. Puck comes around the near side board where Washington will recover and take it back the other way. Coming back the other way, Flannery now. She loses the puck, but gets it to a teammate. Now gets thrown all the way down behind the Boston end line. And they'll look to carry it back ahead. Boston able to get something going here. It's Hirschfeld. She takes a shot, save there by Humphreys. Washington trying to go back the other way. A couple Shamrocks there to harass them and force the puck back the other way. Shot there in the slot. That got blocked though. That was Labonte letting the shot go for Boston. They'll now have to recover back by their own blue line. Now Boston looking to carry it back ahead. Coming in now is Lee. Lee, a nice move into the slot, but she couldn't get the shot away. Kayana Lee with a nice play to get into the slot, but she could not get a shot off. Battle for it here, and then along the near side boards. Still battling for it in the corner. Not quite able to get a handle on it. Now Boston is. They work it back up to the point to McKay. McKay winds. That one's blocked, though, by the stick of Madison Larson for Washington. Washington trying to go back the other way. Don't get very far, though, where Boston's able to intercept and keep it in. Puck comes out of the zone and will be chipped right back in as Boston will go for a change, and Washington will look to come back the other way. Good cross-ice pass intended for Blitz. She couldn't get to it, though, before it's intercepted. Taken back by the Shamrocks. They dump it in and go after it. With Verrier. Battle for along the far side boards now. Washington able to come away with it. Puck gets cleared up ice. Now it's Blitz going in. She dumps it in. Now trying to get it back. Get it away from Hirschfield. Now Boston coming back the other way. Chance for them, 2-on-2. Now we're going to have a penalty coming up here as the shot goes off the side of the net. And Washington will touch up here. And we're going to have the first power play opportunity of the day for the Boston Shamrocks. Be Lily Wildman sitting 2 minutes for tripping. First power play opportunity of the game for the Shamrocks, as they're unable to keep the puck in off the face-off. Have to regroup from around center ice now. Albert looked to build from her own blue line, tried to find a teammate. That pass got deflected all the way into the Pride, down behind the Pride end line. Washington now able to clear it, courtesy of Curry. And Washington will get a change. Boston trying to come back the other way. Nice move there. Working all the way into the slot. Almost was Kiana Lee, but unable to get a shot away. Boston showing some patience on the power play. Trying to get the right pass set up. Cross-ice pass. Point shot there. Good block from Anna Kehoe. And the puck is cleared. Both units getting some changes here. There's about 55 seconds to go on the minor penalty. Boston trying to regroup from around their own blue line. There's Hirschfield trying to gather it in front of her own bench. Boston trying to get something going here on their power play opportunity. They cannot get very far though, and it's Dalby working it in for Washington. Hirschfield will gather it by her own end line. Looks to move her team forward. She can't get very far though. Dalby there to intercept the puck again. About 15 seconds to go on the minor penalty. Hirschfield has her on the red line. She tried to dump it in, didn't get very far though. And Washington will kill the penalty off. Washington trying to get something going here. Down behind the end line. Puck works back up to center ice. And that clearing attempt will go straight into the boards, or rather into the Washington bench. With 9:12 remaining here in the first period. Face-off right in front of the Boston bench, and now that one will go up and out of play, and we'll have another face-off near center ice. Still nothing here. 9 minutes to go in the first period. Face-off won by the Pride. They rifle it in. Clearing attempt doesn't get very far though. Boston will fire it back up. Here's Lee, Kiana Lee with the puck for Boston now. She weaves around the offensive zone, leaves it to the point for a teammate. And Albert. Albert lost the puck, however. And now it's Curry back the other way with a chance for the Pride. She tries to work into the slot. Puck gets poked back into the far side corner. Curry will work it back to a teammate in Ruddenberg. Puck comes right in front of the net. Scramble for it. And Hendrickson able to keep it out of the net for Boston to keep this at a 0-0 scoreline. Scramble moment right there in front of goalie Alexa Hendrickson, but nothing coming of it for the Washington Pride. Boston now trying to come out of their own zone. Up comes Umferville. She drives to the end line, drives behind the net now, looking for a teammate, works it back up in the point. To Bunn with a point shot that went wide. Washington can't get it out of their own zone. Boston keeping it in right in front of the slot, and a save there by Humphreys. Nice chance there by Masada. Then she works right into the slot, takes another shot, and it's Humphreys again with the save. Couple nice saves there from goalie Hannah Humphreys, the Washington Pride, to keep this one at a 0-0 scoreline. Point shot there, right in front of the net, another save. Humphreys again. 3 or 4 times Hannah Humphreys coming up big for her team. Puck comes up to the point. Boston trying to keep it in. Washington able to poke it out on his own. And now up with speed is Brightbill. She tries to drive to the end line, loses the puck, however. Now giving chase again in the near side corner. Puck comes right out in front of the net, poked away by Hendrickson. Now the puck gets flung back behind the boards. Washington right into the slot, takes the shot. Dalby takes the shot, blocker saved by Hendrickson, and now it appears though we might have a hand pass, and the face-off will come out of the zone after a nice save by Boston goalie Alexa Hendrickson. Keep getting ahead of myself there. We're actually going to have face-off come all the way down as the puck was played down with a high stick. It was not a hand pass, but puck was played down with a high stick. So we will come all the way back down to the Washington Pride end. Face-off won by Boston. Back to Hirschfield. Hirschfield works it to Verrier. Puck around behind the net. Verrier picks it up in the far side corner, chips it back behind the net. Hirschfield now pinch along the near side, far side boards rather. Unable to corral the puck though, and now Curry chips it ahead for Washington, and away goes Godoy. She loses the puck, however, now regains it behind the net, throws it out in front of the net, but no teammate there to poke it home. Here's Boston now, and backhand pass springs a chance. Shot there goes wide. That shot coming from Shea Verrier. Washington trying to get out of their own zone. They are able to now. Delayed offside. We'll have Boston tagging back up. They regain possession now. Fire it back in. Boston chipping it back into the Washington zone, giving chase now. Pride able to recover it back behind their net with Chris. Her clearing attempt made it only as far as the blue line though, before it got rifled right back in behind the end line. Battle for it there in the corner. And now Washington will come away to center ice. Coming away is Pareja. She works it into the zone. Washington trying to get something going, but Boston takes the puck away from them. No, it'll be Boston the other way. Puck will get deflected in by Umperville, and she'll go for a change. Both teams get a change in. Now cross-ice pass to Dalby. She's in now. Can't get quite a good hold of the puck. Now Boston trying to get it out of their own zone. They're finally able to. Get it up with Kiana Lee. Battle for it there. Has the Pride come away with it. They'll look to work it back ahead now. Brightville works it into the zone now for the Pride. Battle for it along the near side of the boards, right in front of the Boston bench. Puck gets poked into the corner, down behind the end line. Boston trying to work it out of their own zone. Finally are able to. This one's going to come all the way down, but will be waved off for icing as Humphreys goes out to play it behind her own net. Boston trying to get something going on offense. A backhand shot there from Nichols, but Humphreys able to steer that aside. A couple more chances, but Humphreys again comes up to the task, and the puck gets thrown all the way back down the ice, and that one will come back down for icing. A lot of back and forth action between these two teams. 3:51 remaining here in the first period. 0-0 scoreline still. 2 power plays for the Pride, 1 for the Shamrocks. No goals on any of those power play opportunities. And the two teams will take a face-off in the Pride defensive zone now. Pride able to work it out off the face-off. Boston trying to work it back in. Can't get it very far and have to regroup at center now with Masada. She's going to get taken down though. And it's going to be Allison Curry, I believe, heading to the penalty box for a tripping minor. .333 left to go here in the first period. Boston go on their second power play of the period. Hirschfield winds and fires on a shot for the point. Blockered away there by Humphreys. Hirschfield's pass across the point. Went out into the neutral zone. And she tried to pass it back across the slot, but a nice play there. Sees that one go all the way down behind the Boston end line. Hirschfield now, bring it back up. She'll dump it in. Teammate with Chase. That one's blown dead no, and we're Gonna have it come all the way back down to the Boston end. I believe on an icing. Pride win the faceoff. Swing it back behind the Boston net. Boston looks to carry it ahead now. They don't get very far though. Before it's intercepted by Dalby. Swung back ahead. Brightbill giving chase in the Boston defensive zone. And now Boston trying to get out of their own end still. They work it up to center ice. Now it's rifled around the boards by Umferville. Puck comes back on the point. Deflection there, chance there. Humphreys with the save. Big save there from Hannah Humphreys to keep this one 0-0. Puck goes back up to the point. Point shot there, never made it through. Dalby with a little space to work. She'll kind of skate it out. Kill some more seconds of the penalty. 20 seconds roughly to go now. Well, the man advantage for Boston as they try and come away the other way. Paddled away there by Humphreys in front of the net. And that one will get cleared down the ice as that penalty expires and Curry rejoins play. Boston now coming back the other way with Hirschfield. Hirschfield takes the shot. Save there steadily from Humphreys. Maybe Dalby now with the puck. She tried to find a teammate, could not. And now it's Curry with the puck. She works it back into the slot to Dalby, and Dalby will skate it up the ice. Dalby looking to get a chance for the Pride. Takes the shot. And that one went in. And that's a goal for Molly Dalby. No one, not even Dalby, knew the puck went in. But nevertheless, it's 1-0 here in favor of the Washington Pride with 1:01 remaining in the first period. I paused there, ladies and gentlemen, because no one actually knew that the puck went in. But nevertheless, the scoreline now reads 1-0 in favor of the Washington Pride as time is winding down here in the first. Washington trying to get it out of their own zone, and they do. And it's Curry going ahead the other way. 44 seconds, she works it to a teammate in the slot. Chance there, but unable to get a stick on it was Ruttenberg. She might have had a chance to make it 2-0. Boston trying to go back the other way. Washington doesn't let them get very far, though. Curry now has it again. Curry works it in the slot for a teammate. Backhand shot there goes wide from Godoy. Time winding down here in the first as Boston looks to get something going. They can't get very far, however, before it's thrown back up the other way. Coming back ahead now is Umferville. She tried to get something, could not. As the first period buzzer sounds. Well, 1-0 here in favor of the Washington Pride as we come to an end in the first period. There will be a brief 2-minute intermission before we get started here. And ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying today's game. And we remind you that this game, as well as all the others from this weekend, are streamed live at JWHL.org, and all games are archived at our YouTube site. And you can find those games that are archived by searching JWHL on YouTube.com. And while you're there, we urge you to please subscribe to our channel. It will cost you nothing, but will help us to continue to bring you the very best of the Junior Women's Hockey League. Both teams receiving pointers from their coaches before we get ready to go here again in the second period from a very, very bitterly cold hockey arena here in Rochester, New York, on a very, very bitterly cold day in western New York. Both in Buffalo, in Rochester, and Batavia. It's just cold here in western New York today, and it is no different inside the Bill Gray's Iceplex here on the campus of Monroe Community College here in Rochester, New York. Coming to you live from rink number 2 of this ice complex on day 1 of this Junior Women's Hockey League tournament. This game between the Washington Pride and the Boston Shamrocks. And we are underway here to begin the second period. Shamrocks in the black, if I unfortunately forgot to mention that beforehand. Shamrocks in the black and the green. Washington Pride in the white and gold. And as Boston skating left to right as they are right now, trying to get some scoring chances here to get back in this game, a 1-0 lead. On a goal coming from Molly Dalby late in the first period to put the Washington Pride up 1-0. And it's Boston now coming back the other way. Here with Kiana Lee. She lost the puck, however. Now with Albert, she throws it in front. Humphreys might have got a piece of that, nevertheless never went in. Boston will have to regroup from their own blue line. Clear cross-ice pass did not go. And Washington will bring it back the other way. It's Wildman. She takes the shot. Save there by Hendrickson. Good shot there from Lily Wildman as she pinched in her defensive spot. Washington able to recover the puck. Wildman fires it back in. She'll go for a change now. Boston looking to recover from their own zone. And now a delayed offsides will be touched up by Allison Curry, and we will have a face-off right outside the Boston defensive zone. 18:29 to go here in the second period. We're just underway in this second period. As I said, 1-0 in favor of the Washington Pride on a goal courtesy of Molly Dalby. Had to find my records there for a second. Face-off, puck off the face-off, just kind of gets bounced around in the neutral zone, and now Washington trying to come back the other way. It's Curry now battling for it. She went back to the point. Curry now has it again. She works it down behind the end line for a teammate in Ruttenberg. Ruttenberg sent the pass back, couldn't find a teammate. Boston trying to go the other way. Stretch pass, would not find a teammate, however. Washington trying to reverse it. Boston keeping it in, though. Chance there, save Humphreys. Good save there. Off a chance for the Shamrocks. Washington trying to come back the other way. They're able to now, working into the zone is Ziff. Ziff takes the shot, saved there by Hendrickson. Washington still with the puck now with Pareja. Boston now trying to take control of the puck. Pareja now still has it. She chips it down behind the end line, goes in after it herself. Boston trying to work it out. Can't get it very far, though. Puck thrown on net. Hendrickson, I'm not sure if she got a piece of it or hit the side of the net. Didn't go in. Though, and now Boston will carry it back the other way. Here's Kiana Lee. Lee lost it, though. Now gains it back. Sends it over the far side boards for Verrier, as she looks for some teammates coming off the bench. Boston keeping it in here with Umferville. Now with Lee again. She works it down, trying to find Umferville, but Umferville gets pinched off the puck. Now it's reversed back to the far side. Court taken back by the goal scorer, Dalby. She's just kind of winding and trying to get her team out of her own zone. Can't really, though, as Umferville keeps it in. Dalby now, still battling for it in the far side corner. Washington doing all they can to try and get the puck out of the zone. It's Dalby now. She will work out. Trying to find teammate and Sistik on the stretch pass. Could not, however. And Boston will come back the other way. Potential little 2-on-1. Winding and firing was Umferville, but she cranks one off the bar. Good chance there for Boston, but Umferville put the shot off the iron. Now Boston coming back the other way after Washington can't get much going. Dumped in by Bunn. But she doesn't get very far before it's thrown back to center ice. Washington coming back the other way. Right out in front, the rebound, they score! Allison Curry on the rebound puts the Washington Pride up 2-0. A good rush there from the Washington Pride. Sees Allison Curry get a rebound chance right in front of the net. She makes no mistake and puts her team up 2-0 with 15:23 to go here in the third period. Or second period, rather. It is not the third period. That's wishful thinking on my part. It is cold down here. But nevertheless, we play on. Washington with the puck in their own zone, trying to get it out. Boston keeping it in, though, and the shot came from Nichols, but Humphreys up to the task there. She paddles it away. Washington coming back the other way. 3-on-1 now. In for the Pride. Point shot there. Rebound again. And the Pride unable thus far to get it. Shot on goal, and they can't get the rebound chance to go. Coming back the other way. 1-on-1. It's Nichols coming back for Boston. She tries to dance into the slot. Cannot, however. Teammate there now in support. Verrier. Verrier keeps it. Tried to work it back for her teammate. Now potential break chance. Here's Pareja working in. Pareja takes the shot. Didn't get much on it. Rebound chance. It's right there. Now we're going to have a penalty. We are going to have an interference call. Not entirely sure. Penalty will go to Washington. As Boston will go back on the power play here with 14:24 to go in the second period. Erica Pareja getting the penalty. Washington doing a good job thus far, though, killing it off as it's Brightville working in the far side corner. Supported now by Dalby, the first goal scorer for the Pride. Brightville and Darby combining to kill off a decent chunk already of this penalty. Boston now finally able to break free and work up the other way. Here with Kiana Lee. Lee will pause. Try to get something, though. Harassed by Dalby. Boston now keeping it at the point. Point shot there from Albert never really made it all the way through, and Dalby will take it back behind her net and fire one all the way back down to kill some more time off the clock. Boston trying to come back the other way now. Don't get very far, though, and now Curry's going to take a penalty here, and we're going to skate 5-on-3. There will be period cross-checking coming to Allison Curry. .42 seconds remaining on the first one. And now 5-on-3 chance for the Boston Shamrocks as they charge back ahead. Taylor Tom, she dumps it in. There, where it'll be fired right back down the ice by Amber Kensenberger. Boston trying to build out of their own zone here. Can't get much going on the penalty opportunity thus far, although it's Masada that goes charging back ahead. Cross ice pass, chance there, and Boston will put it in with 3 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Boston cuts the lead in half. Courtesy of a goal of Julia Masada. She puts one home on the 5-on-3 power play to cut the Washington lead in half. 1:21 still remaining on the second minor penalty. As Boston here with more time on that power play opportunity to put the second one home. And here comes Masada up ice, looking for her second now. She drives to the end line. Leaves it in the teammate. Now Masada has it, works into the slot, works it over to Hirschfield. Hirschfield fired one, not even close to the net though. Now Washington will work it back up the other way. Only as far as Verrier though, and she'll work it right back in. Verrier will drive it down to the end line, poke it back to the circle to a teammate. Back up on the point to Bunn. Bunn back down to Nichols. Now a one-on-one coming up the ice for Godoy. Took the shot, that one went wide. About 20 seconds left on the man advantage for Boston now. As Washington will recover behind their own net. Boston will just work it out to center as this one expires. Curry goes back out on the ice. We're back to 5-on-5 here with 11 minutes even left to play in the second. Back up on the point. Point shot there. Oh, the chance in front. Right on the doorstep for Boston, but unable to put it home. I believe it was Maya Jorgensen. Boston still has it. Now Washington able to come away with it with Curry. Curry will ship it by the defenseman, look to give chase. She battles for it there in the corner as she goes down with Tom. Boston trying to take it back the other way. They don't get very far though. Kiana Lee trying to work back the other way. Oh, Washington almost might have had a 2-on-1, but nice defensive play there by the Shamrocks, denied that. Washington trying to come back the other way now. It's blitz. She works it in and wheels around, looking for a teammate. Cross ice pass, finds a Boston Shamrock instead. And it's Verrier going back the other way for Boston. She still has the puck, loses it now along the point. Taken back by Dalby. And then Dalby loses it, and Boston will go back the other way. Both teams battling for it around center ice now. Washington comes away with it into the zone. Cross ice pass there, though, found no one. Blitz looking for someone, but unable to find anybody. And now, potential opportunity here for Boston. The puck works into the slot. No real shot coming there from the Shamrocks, however. They keep it in, though, with Verrier. Verrier just fires one from a bad angle, and that'll be swallowed up by Humphreys. And we'll have a face-off with 9:12 to go here in the second period. Face-off one back. Now behind the Washington end line. Boston now carries it back up to the point. Washington there to intercept though, and they go back ahead. Pass intended for Curry will go all the way down behind the Boston end line. Boston trying to get back out now. They don't get very far though before Washington takes the puck away. Pass there again intended for Curry. Could not be found. Now that one fired in off of Masada. She now gives chase down behind the Washington net. Chance now for Boston potentially as a pass came right into the slot, but Fanning on the shot was Umferville. And the puck will come all the way back to the Boston defensive zone. Washington trying to charge back ahead. Dump it in. A couple of them will go off for a change. Puck comes into the slot. Shot there. Rebound. They score! Chance there. Converted by number 3, Erica Pareja. A rebound opportunity, and she puts it home to restore the 2-goal lead, rather, of the Washington Pride. 3-1 now with 8:05 to go here in the second period. And right off of the opening faceoff, I believe we're going to have a tripping penalty. As the shot comes there, Humphreys will snag that one. And now we are going to have a penalty upcoming to Washington for tripping. I believe Anna Kehoe. Boston will go back on the power play here with 7:57 left to go in the second period. 3-1 in favor of the Washington Pride currently. Face off right to the left of goalie Hannah Humphreys in the Washington Pride defensive zone. Boston wins it. Boston trying to get something going here on their power play opportunity. Albert at the point. She takes the shot. That one might have hit the post. Definitely went wide. Good chance there, but nothing coming of it for Boston. Washington now trying to work it out. They do. Dalby's got it. She works it into the zone. Finds Brightbill in the slot. Brightbill takes the shot. Save there by Hendrickson. And she will cover up for a face-off with 1:26 left on the power play opportunity. Face-off will be to Hendrickson's left. Boston wins the defensive zone face-off and look to carry out and build something up on their power play chances. Curry had her snick snap in half. It'll be Boston trying to set something up in their own offensive zone now. Hirschfield has it, works it up on the point to Tom. Tom takes the shot. Kick save there by Humphreys. Kicked it into the corner where Hirschfield waits. Works it back up to a teammate. Her teammate fell over, though. And now Ruttenberg will work it back out for Washington. She'll dump it in. And now Boston will look to build again from their own zone. Nichols finds Verrier. Verrier didn't get very far, though. Puck just bouncing around right in front of the bench. Now comes out to center ice. About 20 seconds left to go on the man advantage for Boston. As Washington has it behind their own net, they fire it ahead. Tipped into the zone by Travasi. Penalty is set to expire. Boston will give it another rush up ice. Yep. And save there came from Humphreys as the penalty expires. And if you heard me say yep, that's because I'm doubling as the Washington Pride penalty box attendant for this match. And it is the Washington Pride going back up the ice with Brightbill. She takes the shot. Save there by Alexa Hendrickson. Brightbill working it back ahead for the Pride. She's got a little space. Leaves it for a teammate. Shot there. A waffle boarded away by Hendrickson. A good shot there for from Julia Blitz. On the drop pass from Brightbill, puck works right on the slot. Blitz again, save again, Hendrickson. Hendrickson right there to deny Julia Blitz of a couple good scoring opportunities for the Washington Pride. To keep this one at a 3-1 scoreline here with 5:08 remaining in the second period. Puck comes back to center ice. Battle for it there. Now the Pride will regather around their own blue line with Heflin. Puck gets dumped into the zone as Pride change up. Shamrocks now looking to build out of their zone. They cannot get very far, though, as the Pride are putting the pressure on. Now they're finally able to go back the other way with Umferville. She's got a couple teammates coming up. She'll dump it in. Let them give chase for it as she goes off for a change. Battle in behind the net with Masada. She can't get it, though, for Boston. Washington will look to carry it back ahead. They don't get very far, though. Masada back checking, recovers it. Washington keeping it in Boston keeping it in the Washington zone. Boston now working it back up on the point. Point shot there, and a chance in front of the net for Lee, but she couldn't get anything on as the point shot came from Taylor Tom. Boston still keeping the puck in the zone. Washington trying to work it out. Finally might be able to as they get a decent handle on it. Thus far actually cannot get it out. Boston keeping it in. 3:20 to go here in the second period. Washington now able to work it out to center ice at least. And it's Curry. She'll poke it the rest of the way as her teammates will change. She'll give chase after it. Washington unable to keep it into the zone there. Puck just bounces around near the Boston blue line. Washington now recovers. Gets not very far in before Boston intercepts and goes back the other way. Boston came into the zone, but I believe it was Nichols that ended up being, or not, but Nichols, Kaylee Caderet goes in offside. With 2:47 left here, we will have a face-off right outside the Washington Pride defensive zone. Boston works it right in off the face-off. They put one right in on Humphreys, but she'll just swallow that one up in the glove. And we'll get a defensive zone face-off for the Pride. Washington come away with it off the faceoff. A 2-on-0 chance here. Shot save made. There's Blitz coming in with the shot. Her and Brightbill got in a 2-on-0, but Hendrickson up to the task. Boston now trying to work it out of their zone, but a clearing attempt will go over the boards, and we will get a face-off in the Boston defensive end. .2:14 left to go here in the second period. The scoreline still reads 3-1 in favor of the Washington Pride. Washington able to win the face-off. Unable to get a shot on net, though. Still have the puck, though, as Brightbill works it, trying to find Dalby, and she works it out in front of the net, and Hendrickson will have to cover that one up before Dalby could get anything else out of it. Dalby, one of the goal scorers, the first goal scorer for the Washington Pride and the first goal scorer of the game this afternoon. Washington keeping it in. Unable to get a shot on goal this far, but still keeping the puck in. And now potential 2-on-1 coming back the other way for Boston. This is Masada. Masada over to her teammate. Shot and save there by Humphreys. Masada passed it over to Nichols. She had the lane to shoot, took the shot, but Humphreys was there to corral that one and deny a good 2-on-1 scoring opportunity for the Shamrocks. Keep this one at a 3-1 scoreline. Boston comes back again, though. Masada again after it. She blows a tire, falls over. Washington will recover and go back the other way. This is Curry now. Curry goes charging ahead. Curry finds a teammate. She finds Godoy, but Godoy couldn't get a handle on it. Now Boston coming back the other way. Masada, she'll just dump it in and go for a change. And her teammates will follow suit. Washington now trying to come back the other way. Curry has it. She'll work it in. Work it down behind the net, looking for a teammate in Kehoe. Now Boston able to come away with it and go back the other way. Backhand pass across neutral ice, finds Jorgensen. Boston now able to keep it in the zone thus far. Works it into the corner. Jorgensen after it again. Clock ticking down here in the second, 35 seconds to go now. As the Zamboni gets fired up to come out on the ice. Washington trying to work it out of their own zone. 20 seconds here to go in the second. Boston unable to really get a good handle on it. Neither really are the Pride. Both teams just kind of the Pride just trying to kind of kill off the last few seconds here. And they will work it out to center ice. Chance potentially here for Pareja. She will get called for offsides though with 0.4 of a second remaining in the second period. And the referees make the executive decision to just run the remaining 0.4 of a second off. And we are going here to what will equate to about a 10-minute intermission period as the Zamboni comes out on the ice to resurface. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we hope you are enjoying this broadcast of the JWHL. And we'd like to remind you that this game, as well as all the others from this weekend, are being streamed live at jwhl.org, and all of our games are found archived on our YouTube channel. You can find that channel by searching JWHL at youtube.com. And while you're there, we urge you to please subscribe to our channel. It will cost you nothing, but will help us to continue to bring you the very best of the Junior Women's Hockey League. My name is Josh Aldred. You are listening and watching the Washington Pride take on the Boston Shamrocks here from the Bill Gray's Iceplex in Rochester, New York. I'll be back in just a few short moments to bring you the third period. We'll be back after a brief intermission and a quick resurfacing of the ice by the Zamboni. Be Nikki Godoy going for a tripping minor here. .18:08 to go here in the third period. The Washington Pride up 3-1. Boston getting an early power play chance here to try and get back in this hockey game. Boston trying to figure out who to use on the faceoff. Now seem to have it. Didn't really matter because Washington wins the faceoff and throws it all the way back down to the Boston end. And now it'll be Ashley Hirschfield will have to regather for her team and bring the puck up ice. Boston coming away here. Masada. Masada works it into the zone. Doesn't get very far though. Washington trying to regather behind their own net. They cannot. Boston reclaims the puck. Masada now has it down behind the end line. Chip back up to the point. Verrier works into the slot, takes the shot. That one will go up and out of play. And we'll have a face-off in the Washington Pride zone with 1:17 left on the power play. A shot coming there from Shea Verrier of the Boston Shamrocks. Washington winning the face-off, but Boston reclaiming it behind the net. Kiana Lee with it. She worked it back to teammates behind the net. Boston trying to get something set up here on the power play. Lee tipped away from her teammate. And now here's a breakaway chance. And that one goes in. If you can hear the Bill expressions from the Washington bench, Caitlin Brightbill puts one home on the breakaway chance, shorthanded to put the Pride up 4-1 with 17:03 to go here in the third period. There was a delayed penalty up on that play, but that gets negated by the Brightbill goal, and we remain 5-on-4 in favor of Boston, but 4-1 on the scoreboard in favor of the Washington Pride. Boston trying to build out of their own zone from behind their own net. They work it up to Lee. Lee fires it up the boards, trying to find a teammate. Found no one in particular, and Washington will try and regroup from their own zone. They do. Now Boston will have to build back from their own blue line. Chipped in by Umferville. But it's Washington able to recover behind their own net and chip it out of the zone. About 15 seconds remaining on that power play opportunity for Boston as they work it in to try and get one more scoring chance. Point shot there, steered aside by Humphreys. Boston trying to get something going, but unable to, as Godoy rejoins the play. Washington coming back the other way, and it's a shot let go there by Molly Bruttenberg, but it's swallowed up by Hendrickson, and a face-off will be to Hendrickson's left with 15:54 to go here in the third period. Face-off, one there. Taken away by Boston. It's Masada. She goes charging up the ice. Pursued on a back check by Godoy. Boston keeping it in the zone. Here's Bunn working behind the end line. She lost the puck, however, and it's Washington able to clear out of their own zone now. Taken back ahead by Ruttenberg. Ruttenberg works into the slot, takes the shot, but that one deflected wide. Battle for it in the near side corner now. Boston able now to come away with it with Bunn. Bunn will get as far as the blue line before she'll wheel around and look for a teammate. Dangerous pass there as Flannery was lurking for the Pride, but Boston able to go back the other way. Here's Verrier. She's working, trying to get a shot. Works it down behind the end line. Harassed there by Ketzenberger. Verrier falling over now. And Boston still able to keep it in the zone, though. Work down into the far side corner for Lee. Lee unable to grab the puck. However, it's the Pride coming back the other way. Potential 3-on-2. Instead, it'll be a 2-on-3 in favor of Boston. And Flannery will give that one away all the way down to Hendrickson, who will cover it up for a face-off with 14:25 left to go in the third. Still 4-1 in favor of the Washington Pride here in the third period after an early goal. An early shorthanded goal from Caitlin Brightbill. Boston trying to get back in this game here. They cannot get very far, though. Now reclaiming the puck are the Shamrocks, and they'll fire it back up to center ice. And here's Lee giving chase. Lee gets into the zone, trying to work in the slot. Takes the shot, blocked away there by Heflin. Puck thrown in front there. Humphreys there with a stick to paddle it away. Boston still keeping the pressure on, though. And it's Nichols, but she gives it away. Potential break chance here for Blitz. Blitz works it in. Blitz in on goal. She shoots. She scores! Julia Blitz goes forehand, backhand, and puts one by Hendrickson to give the Pride a 5-1 lead. Works the breakaway chance off a turnover at the point and is able to convert to give her team a 4-goal lead here with 13:51 to go in the third period. Washington wins the faceoff, works it back into the Boston zone right away. Here's now Godoy. She works it back to the point. Point shot comes in there. It sits right in the slot. Nobody able to get a handle on it. And a clearing pass there for Verrier is going to be whistled down for icing. As it appeared as though Verrier might have gotten there first, but then again, there's a chance that I'm not up to date on the icing rule. It seems to change quite frequently. So nevertheless, it comes all the way back down on an icing call in favor of the Boston, or in favor of the Washington Pride, rather. It'll go all the way down to the Boston zone. They win the faceoff, but are unable to get it out of their zone, as Washington will keep it in. Boston now trying to work it out. It's a nice stick work there from Levante. Will get it out. And that one will go all the way down for another icing. .13 to go here in the third period. 5-1 scoreline in favor of the Washington Pride. The face-off to the left of Hendrickson has the Pride win it, but they do not keep the puck for very long. For Boston now trying to get it out. They cannot get it as far as the blue line, though. And now a chance there. They score again. And it's Erica Pareja with her second goal of the game, much to the pleasure of the Washington bench. Right to my left. Erica Pareja registers her second of the game to put the Washington Pride up 6-1 in this one. Erica Pareja picking up her second goal of the game to give her team a 5-goal advantage here with a little under 13 to go here in the third period. And they want more. Here come the Pride again. It's Ruttenberg working it behind the line, the end line, that is. Puck rifled around. I believe we have a new goalie in net for the Boston Shamrocks, and we do. Her name is Shayna Moore. She is now in goal. My apologies if I did not notice that beforehand. It is the Boston Shamrocks now coming back, thrown in front. That one got deflected wide. And now it's Washington coming back the other way. This is Blitz. She's a goal scorer tonight. She's already got one on the board, and she'll reverse it down behind the net for her teammate Dalby, another goal scorer this evening. Dalby works it into the slot, and a save there by Shayna Moore. Good save there right on the doorstep. On another nice chance for the Pride. "12 minutes even remaining here in the third period. 6-1 now in favor of the Washington Pride, courtesy of Erica Pareja's second goal of the game. Boston coming back the other way now. Potential chance here for the Shamrocks. Pass could not get in front of the net. Now comes to the side of the net, and Humphreys will throw her paw on that one and cover up for the faceoff. A little bit of a 3-on-1 break there for the Boston Shamrocks, but Humphreys able to control the situation along with the lone defender back to keep this at a 5-goal deficit for the Shamrocks. Washington trying to work it out from behind their own net. Boston making sure that doesn't happen, and they regroup at the point with Bunn. Bunn takes the shot. That one never got through. Get deflected wide, and it's Curry now. She'll lead the charge back the other way for her team. Her pass, however, got deflected, and it's Masada going back the other way. Masada lost it. Here a couple chirps on the ice for a hooking call. Nothing happening, and it's Curry going charging back the other way. Curry goes wide, takes the shot. That one got deflected. Save there, however, by Moore. Boston keeping it in their own zone. Washington doing a good job of ensuring that that happens. We have a delayed penalty coming up now. And it appears that it's going to go, it will go, I believe, to Washington. We have a Boston player down on the ice. And it will be a minor penalty assessed to Allison Curry with 10:39 left to go here in the third. As it's Julia Masada, slow to get up. She does now get up. Appeared to have a little bit of difficulty getting up. I hope that she'll be okay. Here's her team goes on the power play. Face off right in front of the Boston Shamrock bench. And Boston will take this face off back in their own zone, try and regroup from there. Puck doesn't get very far, where it's played with a high stick and touched up by Lily Wildman, and we will get a defensive zone face-off now for the Pride. Just 16 seconds going off of the chance, and now an offensive zone face-off for the Shamrocks. See if they can get something set up here on another power play opportunity. Point shot there came from Bunn. That one went high. Boston keeping it in the zone. Work back up on the point to Bunn. She is unable to keep it in, though, and is able to get the puck away to a teammate before Chrissy Shavasi could do anything about it. Bunn now has it again. She'll drive to the circle, try and throw it out in front. That one gets deflected up and out of play for another face-off. With a minute 13 remaining on the power play opportunity for the Shamrocks. Face-off will be to the left of goalie Hannah Humphreys. Boston wins it. Back to the point to Hirschfield. Hirschfield takes the shot. That one went high. Not even close. Another shot from Hirschfield, but Boston able to keep it in the zone. Puck works now around to the point. Down low to the circle, down to the end line now. Puck gets thrown out in front, and Humphreys will cover it up, and we will get another face-off. Humphreys staying strong in net here, despite a couple decent scoring opportunities for the Boston Shamrocks. Boston keeping it in. And Nichols tried to find a teammate, could not. That's Heflin coming back the other way. She doesn't get very far, but still has control of the puck. Boston now getting it back into the zone, courtesy of their captain Hirschfield. Clearing attempt, knocked down by Nichols, kept in, pass in down to the end line. Barry couldn't get a good handle on it. Now she fires one back to the point. That one cannot be settled by Tom. She'll send it back up to her teammate, and now it's Verrier with a little space to skate. Verrier walks in, she takes the shot, saved by Humphreys, rebound chance. Save again, and as Verrier goes hard into the boards. Now it'll go all the way down. Scoring chance there, and it's Shayna Moore standing tall for the Shamrocks. Another chance, and a goal! Molly Dalby picks up her second of the game, I believe even her second shorthanded goal of the game. Well, as we work out a little bit of a clock situation, Molly Dalby has registered her second goal of the game to put the Washington Pride up 7-1 here with 8:30 remaining in the third period. And they're on the attack again. Now it's a chance though for Boston coming back the other way. It's Carteret. She gets harassed there by a Pride defender, and a shot there just dribbles wide of the net. Puck now bouncing around in the neutral zone. Sees Boston come away with it. Boston still battling to try and get it. Washington trying to get it out of their own zone. Boston still keeping it in. Now recovered by Kensenberger, and she fires it up for Dalby. She's got two. Stretch pass, trying to find Curry, could not. It's Boston coming back the other way. Here's Verrier. She chips it into the corner, goes in after it behind the net. Bumped there by Wildman. And it's Curry coming back the other way for the Pride. Curry dumps it up to Godoy. Curry again now. Going in after it. Now it's Boston coming back the other way with Bunn. Bunn up to a teammate. Stretch pass there, couldn't be found. It was Lee trying to hit a cross-ice pass. Now a chance in the slot, save made, a rebound chance, and they will score. Boston gets one back, courtesy of Madison Nichols. And it'll cut the score to 7-2 here with 6:50 remaining in the third. We are on a rolling clock at this point in the game. Nevertheless, it is a 7-2 scoreline now in favor of the Washington Pride. Goal courtesy of Madison Nichols there for the Boston Shamrocks, getting them on the board for the first time in this third period. Now it's Washington on the attack again. Pass in front of the net. Deflection there, I believe coming from Anna Kehoe. Could not find the net. Now we're going to have a Boston penalty upcoming that will put the Pride back on the power play here. About what will be about 5 minutes and 50 seconds, we'll say, by the time play starts up again. That penalty being assessed to Kiana Lee, the assistant captain of the Boston Shamrocks. She will sit for 2 minutes. And the Washington Pride back on the power play, trying to score their 8th goal of the contest. Washington keeping it in this far at the point with Wildman. Wildman works into the slot. Couldn't get a handle on it, though, before she could take the shot. And it's fired back down the ice. Settled there by Humphreys. Ketzenberger now with it. She'll look for a teammate and finds one. Now it's Larson going back the other way. Battle for along near side boards. Wildman gets the shot at the point, takes the shot. Save made by Moore. And a rebound chance was steered aside as well. And Boston now able to clear with a minute left to go on the power play. Washington will regroup from behind their own net. Here's Bright Bill. She's got a goal tonight. She tries to find Dalby, who's got 2. Dalby taken out there. No offsides on the play as Washington able to keep it in. Bright Bill battling for it, but Boston coming away with it. Don't get very far, though. Hang up now right in front of the Boston bench, and it'll come free to the penalty box over here where Dalby will throw it cross ice to a teammate. That'll get thrown back into the Washington zone as this penalty is set to expire in about 10 seconds. Washington now coming back the other way with Blitz. She's got a goal, potentially 2 if I started to lose track a little bit here. At least 1 Julia Blitz has tonight. Nevertheless, Boston has the puck, and they're looking to get their 3rd. Coming back the other way. Here's Verrier. That icing gets waved off. Verrier has it now for her team. Looking for something to do with the puck. Finds a teammate now. Teammate is Umferville, and she winds and fires, but that one's blockered away by Humphreys. Boston now keeping possession with Verrier and Umferville. Now comes up on the point of Bunn. Bunn will wind and fire. Send that one wide, though. Humphreys seeing that one all the way. Now comes into the slot to Verrier. Verrier trying to do something. We got a delayed penalty coming up here to the Pride. And it will be touched up by Brightbill. And we'll see what this call is. Coming up to Pride. It'll be Kaylin Heflin sitting for 2 minutes. And we're going to get a goalie switch here for the Washington Pride. Gabrielle Henry will replace Hannah Humphreys here with about 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd period. Washington trying to work the puck out of their own zone and are able to, courtesy of Alexa Christ. She sends it all the way down on to Shayna Moore. 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. 7-2 in favor of the Washington Pride. Boston trying to build something on the power play here out of their own zone. They don't get very far, though, before they're interrupted. And the puck gets poked back down to their own blue line by the Pride. Boston still unable to get anything going here on this power play chance. Being stifled in the neutral zone by the penalty killers of the Washington Pride. Now a chance potentially for Pareja. She's looking for her hat trick goal. Unable to get it there, though, is Shayna Moore able to throw that one aside. Chance there. In close for Flannery, but she is denied as well. Boston trying to come back the other way. Here's Masada. Good to see her back on the ice after her collision earlier. Masada leaves it for a teammate, and Bunn shot gets blocked there by Pareja. About 15 seconds to go on the man advantage. And Pareja will dump it in to go for a change. As we are under a minute to go here in the third period as the penalty is expiring. Washington keeping the puck in the offensive zone so far. Boston now charging back the other way. This is Lee. Kiana Lee with a chance, takes the shot. She sent it wide. Washington trying to work it out in their own zone. Boston making sure that doesn't happen with Lee. Lee takes it down behind the line, works out in front. Can't shove it home, though. Boston unable to get the puck back, and it's Washington coming back the other way. They don't get very far, though, as the third period buzzer is about to wind down on this one. And that will do it from this matchup here of the Junior Women's Hockey League. The Washington Pride defeating the Boston Shamrocks by a score of 7-2. As both teams congratulate their goaltenders. They're about to shake hands. Ladies and gentlemen, as we wind down this evening and this day of this Junior Women's Hockey League tournament, we hope you're enjoying. We hope you enjoyed what you watched earlier on today. And we invite you to come back tomorrow, as all of the games tomorrow and Sunday will be streamed live on JWHL.org. And all of these games will, of course, be archived at our YouTube site, which you can find by searching JWHL at youtube.com. While you are there, we urge you to please subscribe to our channel, as this will cost you nothing but ensure that we are able to continue to bring you the very best of the Junior Women's Hockey League. Well, I think that about does it here from Rink 2 of the Bill Gray's Ice Complex here in Rochester, New York. You can catch all the action on jwhl.org and on our YouTube channel. Tomorrow, the games will kick off again at 7 a.m. and will continue all the way until about 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you can join us again tomorrow. We hope you enjoyed your time here tonight. Until tomorrow, my name is Josh Aldred. Have a good rest of your Friday evening.